Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video I'm kind of going to talk to you about the perfumes that I I'm aiming to use up in 2023. So in Monday's video you actually saw me, and if you haven't watched this video, by the way, I'm giving you a spoiler pretty much, but if you did watch Monday's video you would know that I'm making plans to kind of like what I want my makeup collection to look like by the end of 2023. And in that I mentioned that I have a goal in my head that I want to realistically cut my lipstick collection into half by the end of the year, and this will include using up products as well as decluttering products. So obviously I mean lip products. So I have a sort of similar goal for my perfume collection as well, and I have to be honest that I feel like it's more realistic to do this with my perfume collection as compared to doing it with my lipstick collection. So that's why I feel pretty motivated to be sitting down and filming this video. And I've been thinking about like, if you watch my perfume empties basically that I do at the end of every year, I've done it, I'm pretty sure, for 2 years in a row. And before that I used to like include my empty perfume bottles along with just my skincare and bath and body empties. But since the past 2 years I've been doing like a dedicated perfume empties, and this year as well as last year I actually noticed and observed that if I want to and if I aim to, I can use up a lot of perfumes. Not a lot of perfumes, but I feel like a lot of people do struggle with using up their perfumes, and they say that okay, one bottle of perfume is lasting me for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and I'm like, wow, that is like a significantly long amount of time. I mean, either the perfumes that they're using are beast mode and they barely use like 2 or 3 sprays, I mean, then it does make sense. For me personally, I definitely overspray, and I like to smell my perfume throughout the day as well, which is why I will like carry it along with me, touch up throughout the day, stuff like that. So that's why I feel like it is relatively easier for me to use up perfumes. Anyway, which ways, coming back to the point, I have used a decent amount, I would say anywhere from 4, 5, 6 perfumes, and I'm talking full-size bottles every single year. So I feel like it's definitely achievable for me to do that this year as well. Though I will say that I feel like earlier I had a lot of perfumes that I had already made decent amount of progress on, and I just had to like go a little bit further. This year I feel like the perfumes that I have in this video, not many have significant use on them, but the ones that I've picked out that I'm aiming to use up by the end of the year are perfumes that I feel like I'm absolutely in love with and obsessed with. So if I really focus on them and like use them religiously whenever I'm planning to, like whatever I have in my head as of now, it is going to be pretty easy for me, and I can definitely hit my goal and achieve my goal. So I have 7 perfumes in today's video which I am planning on using up in 2023. Earlier I just had 5, but this morning when I was sitting down to film this video, I realized, you know what, I have 2 other perfumes as well which I can technically, I'm pretty sure, like since we're just in Jan right now, I'm pretty damn sure that I can use these 2 up as well by the end of the year. So yeah, we came up with the number 7, and that actually makes me realize that my goal in terms of cutting my perfume collection is going to be kind of similar to what I have for my lipstick collection. So right now in my perfume collection, if I include like if I exclude basically all my decants and samples and partials, if I exclude that, I have somewhere around 12 to 13 full-size bottles. And since we have 7 in today's video which I plan to use up, technically that would mean I want to use up half of my current perfume collection. But I also did tell myself that I am allowed to buy 5 full-size bottles only for the entire year of 2023. So if we go to see that, apologies for the interruption, my Derma order by the way just came. I know it's got nothing to do with this video literally, but I just had to like just plug it in there. But any which ways, what I was saying is that I believe I was talking about like the total number. So I mean, if we think about it, I have 13 perfumes in my collection right now, and if I'm using up 7 out of these, like if I actually end up using up all these 7 perfumes, technically my number should be somewhere close to 6 if I was on a no buy. But because I'm not on a no buy, even if I am adding 5 new perfumes into my collection, my number is still 11, which is definitely less to what it is right now. And ideally I would be somewhere like, I would like to be somewhere more around 10 instead of 11, because that would mean that I could actually have like a 10 perfumes for life, kind of like 10 perfumes that I have in my collection which are my absolute favorites, and that is it with my perfume collection. I don't have any more than that. So yeah, this is all very like ideal world situation things we're talking about. Some of this could be practical, some of it is not as practical as it might sound right now, but any which ways, I feel like I'm definitely going on way too many tangents in this video. And of course my point is also to kind of share with you guys my thoughts and opinions on my collection per se and where I want to go with my collection. So I feel like all the things that I'm talking about definitely make sense, but I'm sure some of you are gonna be like, shut up, we don't care about this, just tell us what perfumes you do plan on using this year. So that is what I'm gonna tell you and take you through basically. So I'm gonna start with kind of like, I want to say a chronological order, and I say that only because when I curated this list, a lot of the things I thought about like season wise, like what is the perfume I'm going to use till February consistently non-stop, to then eventually be able to like make a significant dent in it. And I came up with this one right here because I am absolutely obsessed with this perfume right now. If I was doing like a monthly favorites for January right now, and I had to tell you which perfume I am like constantly reaching for every single day, and honestly I'm gravitating to wear this so much today also. I was planning on wearing a different perfume today, but honestly I'm craving this one so much every single day. This is a perfume that I created myself with One of a Kind. So basically they are like a customized perfume place where you can basically tell them what notes you want in a perfume and they will create it for you, or you kind of tell them what your preference is when it comes to like scent profile and they will create a perfume for you. What I did is I attended one of the workshops that they had in Metro Bandra, and I'm actually very sad to know that they're not doing it as much. Like definitely if you are going to give them like bulk orders and stuff, they will definitely, I'm pretty sure, do a perfume workshop for you. But apart from that, they're not doing like these public perfume workshops way too much, where you can just buy a ticket, go there and create perfume with a bunch of people. Like I haven't seen them do that concept much ever since I created this one, and I did create this one a while back, and you can see now I've finally started making a significant amount of dent in this. And again, like I said, I'm craving for this so much recently. And one of my friend actually told me recently that this kind of smells like my personality. Like if I would have to have a signature scent, it would be this one. But this is definitely very sweet, so it's something I don't think I'll be able to wear throughout the year, but I really want to wear it at least like right now. Maybe I should just spray it on. Like just me smelling this, I'm like, I want to wear this, I want to wear this. So I'm just gonna spray some on. Okay, I had to like stop filming for the second time in this video, like in the process of filming this video, because I sprayed way too much of this on. And I don't know if this happens with you guys, it definitely happens to me. If I'm spraying perfume, I won't like open my mouth and start talking right after, because I feel like it kind of gets into the mouth basically. So does this happen with you guys also, or am I just weird that way? But it happens every single time. So even if I'm getting ready, like I and my mom were getting ready together and stuff to go somewhere out, and I spray on perfume, I will just keep my mouth absolutely shut and not talk for the next like 5 minutes after I spray on my perfume. So yeah, that's why I had to like take a break while filming. But any which ways, this is going to be the first perfume that I plan on using up this year, and my goal basically is to use this as much as possible till like February end probably, I feel, because then like once March rolls around, I will definitely feel like I want to switch up my perfume like tray, and I will put all my winter perfumes back into my collection and bring all the summer freshies out. So yes, till that time doesn't come, I am going to use this, devour it, and use it as much as I possibly can and make a good sized dent in it. And then maybe I will bring it back out like in November, December and stuff, because that's when it'll get cold again. So I am assuming and I'm guessing that I'm not going to use this much between the months of March to like October and stuff. So yeah, that is that. Moving on, since we were talking about like summer freshies, I want to talk to you about the perfume that I really plan on making a good dent in this one in the summers. So once I put my winter fragrances in and I bring the summer freshies out, this is going to become my signature scent. This is Masaba by Nykaa Crock and Roll, and you can see I have a good dent in it, but it's nowhere close to being done. So a lot of you are going to be like, are you crazy? Do you really think you can use up this perfume in 2023? And if I'm going to be honest, I think I can. And I'll tell you why. This is the kind of like no scent perfume. Basically, it's not like those anosmic perfumes, or it's not like you know, the eccentric molecules perfumes, or like Juliet Has a Gun, not a perfume. It's not like that. You know, there is definitely a scent going on here, but it is basically like you smell good, you know, as a person you smell really, really good. It's like a skin scent, I want to say, and it's very subtle to the point where you smell really good, but it's something that's not going to feel too much in the summers. So this is something that I actually feel like I can wear a lot, and I also like wearing this, mixing it with Burberry Her, which I do have a partial of. So again, when I say that I plan on using 7 perfumes up, doesn't mean I'm just gonna have 7 empty bottles of perfume by the end of the year. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have more than 7, because again, my Burberry Her is like a partial, and I do see myself using up that partial also. But using up a partial is not as challenging as it is to use up like this size of perfume, you know. So that's the reason I didn't like want to mention those or include those in today's video. But yes, I see myself wearing this pretty much the entire year once we start March, like March, April, May, even June, July. I feel like this is something I can continue wearing in the monsoon season as well. So if this is going to be like my scent of the year, I mean, how am I not going to be able to use it up? Of course I'm going to be able to. And again, part of me is like, you're getting ahead of yourself, let the time come, let's see how we go. But I know for a fact that out of the 8 months of the year, I will be wearing this perfume for at least 4 months, and 4 months mein ye easily definitely khatam ho jayega. I'm pretty damn sure of that. So I don't think this is a goal that is not achievable. So yeah, we have a Masaba by Nykaa Crock and Roll. Then I also have one more perfume that I have wanted to use this up for. Now this is like the 3rd year. Since the past 2 years I've been trying to use it up. 2021 I wore it a ton in the monsoons. 2022 I was hoping to wear it a ton in the monsoon, and I did, but for some reasons this kind of became like an exclusive scent for me. Like I don't want to wear it every day, I will only wear it for certain occasions kind of. But now this perfume is not on that pedestal anymore. It's kind of gone down from the pedestal, but time has gotten like, मतलब मेरे हाथ से जैसे time छूट गया है वैसे हुआ. So then winter came around and I was like, okay, I'm not enjoying to wear this as much in the winter. I thought I would continue wearing it, but I didn't end up doing that eventually. So I haven't really worn this in the past 4 months, but I do plan on like including this in my perfume rotation and wearing it regularly starting June 2023 is my prediction as of now. And I'm speaking about Little Black Dress from Avon. Now you can see I've already used up half of this, and this is just my first bottle. I have a backup of this also, so I'm like, अगर ये नहीं खत्म होगा तो मेरा वो बैकअप यूज करना कभी शुरू होगा ही नहीं. So that's the reason my goal is that I do want to use this one up, and hopefully I want to also start using my new bottle in 2023 as well. So that's my goal for this one, is to use up this half bottle and then start using my new one also this year itself. So again, definitely looks achievable by the dent you see going on here. It's not like a small dent, it's a significant dent, but it's a significant dent that I've made over a huge span of time. So we got to like go faster now on this one. So that is Avon Little Black Dress. Now, speaking about two other perfumes that I have, which are not really season specific for me, I feel like I can wear this in any season. I can wear it in the summers, I can wear it in the monsoons as well, I'm pretty sure, and winter may also it will work. One of them might not work as much, but the other one definitely will. So let me tell you what those two are. I'm speaking about Plum Hawaiian Rumba. This is like a scent that I have worn in every single season and loved it. So some of these other perfumes I feel like are season specific, like this one I can't wear in the summer or the monsoon. Then Masaba Crock and Roll I can't really wear in the colder months, but this one I can wear in every single season. And you can see this is an absolute favorite that I have almost used up. Again, 50% off, so baki ka 50%, and I have like 11 months or 11 and a half months rather, I should say, to use this one up. It should not be difficult at all. So like for example in the summer, if I plan ki okay, I want to take a break from Crock and Roll, bahut ho gaya, ye bahut use kar liya, I will switch this in. I will use this consistently, make a good dent in it, and then when I get bored of this, I will come back to this again. So my plan for the summers honestly is to rotate between these two perfumes, you know, so I can make significant amount of dents in both. Similarly in the monsoons also the same thing will happen, that when I start using this one, I might get bored of it beach mein, so then I will include this in. This is not sweet at all, so if I feel I want something sweet in the monsoon, I can go for this. If I want something that's not sweet, like if I'm like bahut ho gaya hai sweet, abhi dusra kuch chahiye, then I'll come back to this. So again, juggling between these two in the monsoon is what my plan is as of now. Moving on next to the other perfume that I also feel like I thought this is going to be like a winter favorite, but it doesn't feel like it anymore. Like I just feel like it's not sweet enough for the winters now that I'm actually wearing it in the winters, and that is Skin by Titan Celeste. So this is one that I bought, I believe, in July of 2022, and I was like, this is sweet, now is not the time to wear it, and I saved it for the winter. Winter came around and I'm like, this is not sweet enough for the winters. I have definitely worn this, I'm not gonna lie. You can see there is a good dent in here, but it's not a big enough dent, to be completely honest. And if I think about the past 2.5 months, how often have I worn this? I have worn this one, or like Vanilla Vibes from Plum, or even Nykaa Love Notes, way more than I have worn this. So I'm like, maybe I should incorporate this in the summertime when I want a sweet fragrance, and I want something like this specifically. So Plum Hawaiian Rumba is more for tropical sweet, and this one is also a little bit more, I feel like a pina colada. This one is more like sweet marshmallow, you know. So this kind of gives me a little bit of that vibe, and it's a little bit more like sensual musky kind of as well. So again, I feel like this is something that might actually work really well. Maybe just a light spray, we don't have to go ham, but maybe just a light spray of this in the summers might actually, or maybe not in the summers but in the monsoon maybe, could still work. I feel like I didn't give this as much of a chance last year after I bought it in July, because I was like, nahi, ye to mujhe winter ke liye rakhna hai. I didn't even try to wear it. So this year what I'm gonna do is I am gonna wear this more in the summers and the monsoons. And if there is one thing that, like, out of all these 7 perfumes, if I feel like there is one perfume that I might not be able to use up, maybe, just maybe, it could possibly be this. But if this ends up working for me in the summers and in the monsoons the way I think it should ideally, then I definitely know ki it's not going to be very hard to use this up, because you can see, like, I've barely worn this but I've still made a good dent. So, you know, thinking from that logic, I'm like, baki ka use up karna itna mushkil bhi nahi hona chahiye. So that is Skin by Titan Celeste. Now moving to our last 2 perfumes for this video that again I plan to use up, and these are my specific, like, these are perfumes that I spray on my clothes. I don't spray them as much on myself. One of them I did think of like spraying on myself and using it that way, but I feel like I don't like it enough. But when I spray it on my clothes and I wear it that way, I absolutely love it. So both these perfumes are like my clothing perfumes. They're not really like my skin perfumes. And I'm speaking about these 2 right here. So we have Aquafina Pink Sugar, which you can see I've already used up half of. So using up the rest of the half again should not be very difficult. And then I have Moe by Nykaa Bishes or Bisses. Again, this one has barely a little bit of a dent on it, but again, if you're going to use this as my clothing perfume for an entire year, I don't think it should be that hard to use it up. So I'm thinking कि जून के पहले ही आराम से ख़त्म हो जाएगा if I continue using it the way I'm using it right now as a clothing perfume, and then the rest of the year I will focus on this. So I cannot tell you अगर ये पूरा का पूरा ख़त्म होगा या नहीं, but I can tell you I will be using up at least half, if not more than half, of this one. So yeah, that's all that I had to say about these two, is that these are going to be my clothing perfumes, and in 11 months I feel like I should be able to make significant amount of progress on these as well. So those are all the perfumes that I have for today's video that I am aiming to again use up this year. Some other perfumes that I feel like ideally I will use up: Burberry Her, again it's a partial and I feel like I should be able to use that one up also. Narciso Rodriguez Ambre is one of my absolute favorite scents that I love to wear every once in a while, and sometimes I'm just craving that scent so much that I reach for it, gravitate for it, and I use that up. And even though it's an expensive scent, I'm like, if I'm wearing it, I want to go all out, so I will definitely overspray. So I feel like that is one that I will also end up using up and might have to actually repurchase, because I love that scent so much that I cannot live without it. So obviously I will repurchase it if I go through it. There's also Good Girl by Carolina Herrera, which I have, which I'm sort of close to being halfway done with it, and that is another perfume that I've been enjoying to wear a lot. Like, I spray it all over my sweaters, and I just wear it that way throughout the day, and it smells so nice and relaxing and comforting, and I feel sexy, and I feel like I've not been going out as much, otherwise it would definitely be like a going out scent as well. So that is one that I might also use up this year. I don't know, and again, will I repurchase it, will I not repurchase it? Let's see how things go. But I feel like it's not just these 7 perfumes that I plan on using up. I feel like the perfumes that I didn't include in this video also will get significant amount of love, and hopefully I am able to achieve my goal at the end of the year, where I want to have only 10 perfumes in my collection at the end of 2023. So definitely we will come back, kind of reevaluate on this. I do plan on either doing like a quarterly update on this, or maybe I will do a 6-month update, because I feel like doing these updates is actually a good way to reflect back on your progress as well, and like think about where you are at. So if I feel like I don't do updates and I just come at the end of the year with my perfume empty, so it won't make utna sense. I feel like reflection is definitely necessary. So if you want to see updates on this, definitely let me know. Otherwise I might just share it on my Instagram stories if I feel like people don't really care as much. If you feel like, you know, updates you're not really interested in it per se, then I might actually not do them also. So yeah, let's see how we do that. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Definitely make sure to subscribe to my channel, because there is a ton of content that is going to come up this year, and there will probably be a lot of it surrounded around like focusing on my current collection instead of just buying and buying. Like, of course I will continue to like buy new products and test them out and review them for you guys, but apart from that, I'm also going to focus on my current collection as much as I can, because I don't want to just keep buying and more stuff and not focusing on what I already have and using stuff up before it expires. So yeah, this was just a long chatty video. I thought this would be like an under 10 minutes video, and clearly it's been like over 20 minutes. So I don't know what to tell you, but I hope that you enjoyed watching, and I hope it gave you a little bit of insight, and it helped you also to like evaluate your own collection and like see where you are at, see your own perfume collection. Do you have just like 2 or 3 perfumes in your collection, or are you someone like me who has like 10 to 15, or are you someone who has a huge collection of like more than 20, 30, 40 perfumes? Let me know that also. Like, it would really be interesting, because I feel like depending on what category or what kind of a collector you are, it would also like your opinion will differ depending on that. So yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.